The state of YouTube game reviewers. Since these were your suggestions, and we don't really have articles for them, I'm just gonna let you lay the groundwork of why you wanted to talk about this.
Well, obviously things have definitely changed over the last couple of years since Halo Infinite came out and all, and other games that have been in the flock, like that of Redfall and Starfield's been mundane and all, and the YouTube gamers, like that of the Boys Unknown, Angry Video Game Nerd, Rutech USA. Not every one of these people that I mentioned, but the people of that caliber who have like thousands, tens of thousands of subscribers, about hundreds of thousands of subscribers that have been on YouTube for decades, they're all starting to either quit or they burn out or they don't care too much about gaming as they used to. Even Scott the Wads, we hear that this is from what I've gathered that is. Even Scott the Wads, who was one of the biggest YouTube gamers of all YouTube gaming, and he probably get tired of doing stuff too. He even said to himself in one of the clips of the videos that like, yeah, you just don't want to play as much as you used to because things you gotta do shit, So it's kind of like that moment where as we're getting older, everyone's getting married to their girlfriends or having more bills to pay, more problems, everything else. We hear that YouTubers like that of who's a YouTuber where I don't know if you don't call him a YouTuber, but like Destiny. YouTube gaming, that is the Destiny one. Destiny, that's like a separate politics thing, but like he does streaming. I think he does that at one point in his career on YouTube and all. So all these people are having problems. Even Boogie2988 himself is having problems. So it's kind of like everyone started to act all irrational now than ever, and it lose the quality of the YouTube gaming community or the core essence of the integrity of the YouTube gaming community as a whole. Now we all want to do crazy stuff online to entertain others, stuff like that. And we see, guys like Boogie today, he did a tattoo on his face like here and stuff like that, just to say he's a liar on that tattoo, whatever. But it's getting out of hand, guys. Like I think it's the point where it's like as we get older, we're giving more problems to people online, giving more of our business online, and it's like we're not doing the audience a favor and doing all this stuff. And I'm not picture perfect myself. There are times I do act irrational in the past on my past videos. Unfortunately, I don't have all my videos recovered from transferring from computer to data, to the external hard drive and all, and vice versa. So, my videos that I did stupid stuff on, whether I was licking an Xbox or, just fucking dancing on the video, whatever, with an AK-47 as a toy, that is, So I'm trying. I guess you could say is that the state of the YouTube gamers has gotten a little bit over exaggerate, and it's for the sake of views now and about monetization. And me personally, I don't care about monetization in the last God knows how many years so far because I'm not because all my YouTube videos are copyright owned or not copyright owned, copyright DMCA. So to me, it's this. I'm doing it for the sake of my own genuineness of my content and all, not because of money making or trying to make ad revenue. That's what's going on in today's world with the YouTube as a YouTube gaming specifically, because everything's about monetization now. It's about appealing to the YouTube gods of, we gotta appeal to YouTube gods for sake of monetization through censorship or through vanilla content and stuff like they want to call it like that. Political correctness, censorship, you name it. And it's like all that stuff too, and all with trying to be desperate for views, even if you're not getting the monetization for it, it created a kerfuffle of stupidity in the YouTube gaming reviewer / YouTube gaming community, in my opinion. And I'm not saying we're supposed to stop it all altogether, but it's nice to see what we're doing to ourselves on YouTube and specifically with YouTube gaming, and try to go back to the roots of YouTube gaming because 10 years ago, you see all these Let's Play stuff like that, it was about the game playing and the personality behind playing these games, like Dashie or guys who played Time Crisis 4 and have recorded on YouTube, still there to this day, last time I checked. So, there's like, these people who are actually stick with their genre, stick with what they know, and not try to fuck it up for everyone else, So that's what's going on in my opinion as a YouTuber since 2006. I've been on YouTube user since 2006 of August, my birthday, that is August 30th, 2006. And I've been on YouTube as a gamer, YouTube gamer since 2015 of October, with my gaming channel now that's now been copyright claimed by some rapper or whatever because I use some of his rap songs in that. Now it's just a new channel for the last 2 or 3 years and try to avoid as much as possible these people's songs and whatever. Try to cross promote them or try to promote them, but they don't want that. And that's what's going on today in YouTube gaming as well too, where there's all these copyright claims going on, where they're not trying to think about getting their information or their talent or their content out there. It's about money now. Well, oh, you use my videos for your making your videos and your content for monetization, and it's not about them. For me, specifically, that is. I'm trying to help you out as a YouTuber. You've been on for decades on, and you still haven't gotten anywhere until someone shared your videos. It had not been for sharing your videos for the last several years, like myself, for example, as a small timer, then you wouldn't be out there and about doing what you're doing right now. No offense to some of these YouTube gamers or just YouTubers in general. So it doesn't make any sense about the selfishness of the matter. It's about being genuine. It's about being selfless sometimes. And I understand we don't know each other. We don't owe anyone else a thing to begin with. So why should I care as a YouTuber trying to look out for myself? Well, you're competing against the legacy media. You're competing against these YouTubers as well too who are higher than us, way higher, like the PewDiePies of the world or Mr. Beast. Like those guys been out there and about doing their own thing, and also the legacy media themselves too, and that's a fashion too because now they're trying to take down Tim Pool, they're trying to take down all these YouTubers and stuff like that because they're ones left to try to talk about something very distinct other than the mainstream media that we're hearing for the last 50 years. Because obviously, before YouTube, before internet, we had to listen to the media like NBC, CBS, CNN, and I trusted those type of people. I will admit that I was that gullible to listen to those people. But now with the internet, everything's exposed to a lot of shit. So it's kind of like the kids are seeing it. We gotta like shape up a bit to see what we're trying to do with YouTube as a whole together. In my opinion, that's how I look at it. And say the YouTube reviewers, YouTubers altogether, YouTube gamers. It's just, I guess you say is that it's been dying in a sense because of the situations happening in the Gamergate in the last 10 years now that developed over that 10 years, in my opinion. So that's all I got to say for the matter. If you want to talk more about it to yourself, Triple J.
Yeah, well, honestly, as I was listening, I felt like you were jumping back and forth between this topic and our next topic. Um, like personal gaming and like how I feel gaming personal wise, I'm gonna save that for next.
Right.
I'm really gonna be sticking to just YouTube people that I watched and that even shaped me as a reviewer in some way, shape, or form um, that I watch. I'll start with the original three. The first was Darkness the Curse, who joined us in 2020. He hasn't done a YouTube video like in 10 months.
Oh wow.
And those were like let's plays or streams of SimWorld Train, and it's like um, I know most of his videos on Twitch are locked behind. You have to be a subscriber, but I don't even know when he streams on Twitch or if he does stream on Twitch anymore. Um, and by that I mean if you want to watch them on demand. If you watch them when he's streaming live, then you don't have to be a follower. Um, at least last time I checked. Um, the irate gamer, surprisingly, he's actually. I mean, he took a few years off, quite a few years, but he is back, and he's and he does these short reviews. I think that's actually part of the charm. Anyone could do a 30-minute review, but when irate gamer does 6-8 minutes for a review, it's like, okay, you can watch it and then go something else. You're not watching a 20-30 minute mini movie.
That's a big thing too. Those 30-minute videos as well. Yeah.
But irate gamer, he's taken some time off, and he's doing good. Like I said, I got a bunch of his videos to catch up on, at least the game reviews. Um, I watched a couple last night, so it's and he's on Patreon now. So now he can move his series like I Rate the 80s and I Rate Gamer to there if people want to catch him early, because he says they'll be on Patreon for months before they go to YouTube. Um, and then Swag, his channel is now called Aristocards, and almost all his content from when he was Swag Show is gone.
Wow.
He had
Hmm.
like 30 reviews. There's like 3 reviews left. His movie reviews are gone. His uh, game opinions are when he there was a point in his work where like he'd be driving 30 miles an hour because of so much traffic, and he'd record a video because he could drive and focus on the slow speed of traffic at the same time. Those are gone. As far as I can tell, everything is gone. Oh, almost everything is gone from when he changed over to Wister cards. And since I'm not a Magic the Gathering or card game fan of those cards of any kind, his channel doesn't appeal to me anymore.
Okay.
Um, so there's that. Those are the original 3. Angry Video Game Nerd, his quality, um, he has good film quality. He has good production quality still, but that's the only good thing left. I mean, it's just the reviews the Angry Video Game Nerd in particular. Um, it's just it's lost its appeal. I'd say like maybe after like review episode 130 is when his quality of content started to go down
Okay.
because it doesn't have the same appeal, especially as the first 100 videos did. If you cut out the few early ones, which were a few, the very beginning. Um,
That's right. 2006. Yeah.
yeah. So like if you cutting out season 1 because some of those reviews were just not that good either. But he was just starting out at that time also. Um, but it's just like, the people that he used to have on the channel, they're not there anymore. The new people suck. And it's also people are dropping left and right from that channel and from the group that's supposed to help him run Cinemassacre. And every time they talk about why they left Cinemassacre, it's the same thing. They weren't getting paid, or
Yeah.
they weren't getting paid for all the work they did.
It's all
That's
about
why
that
Kyle.
money.
That's why his guitar guy Kyle Justin is no longer there because he helped remodel the Nerd's Garage into the new Nerd Room. And someone said they know Kyle Justin in person because they've worked for him, and he said he stopped doing stuff for the Nerd because he didn't get paid for it.
It's all about that money now. It's all about funny
There's
games anymore.
there's like other people. The last person that left, I heard that left was Kieran from the new batch of people, and Kieran said it. He was with all the editing and all the stuff he was doing, and he wasn't getting paid or getting paid what he thought he should be because of all the work he was putting in. Because think about it, the Nerd's got so many series. If you're the editor, ooh,
Lots of editing, a lot galore.
yeah. So, and like I said, the Nerd reviews just they're. I mean, I ordered the first 6 DVDs of the Angry Video Game Nerd, so I can watch
Nice.
the first like 103, 104 episodes anytime I want. If I have at least if I have something that plays DVDs. Now his new stuff, it's like take it or leave it, and I leave it. Like I used to be. This is what I feel. It's like when a new nerd video came out, and he was still like in the first 100 episodes, or he was in the like 70s, 80s when my younger brother watched him. It also it was like it's like, oh, a new nerd video. I can't wait to see it. And now it's like a new nerd video. I'll get to it eventually,
Yeah,
maybe.
literally.
Um, and I mean, the thing is, he does a new series called Neighbor Nerds, where he and proclaimed neighbor sit down and play video games, and that's honestly more interesting than the nerd. So, it's the nerds, the AVGN new AVGN episodes has lost my interest. Um, I think James Rolfe should do what the Irate Gamer did and just go to Patreon and just do the videos he wants. Maybe bring out the nerds sparingly, but you
Hmm.
know, it depends if like neighbor nerds or anything is getting more views than it would be getting enough views to carry the channel. But it's yeah. So I mean, the point I'm making, because I could go on. I never really considered Review Tech USA a video game reviewer, so I really wouldn't want to throw him in there. But he does have his own controversy. Um, Boogie 2988. It's just that victim mentality. He's not happy unless he's a victim.
Hmm.
um, from what I've heard. Uh, so it's just a shame, but also it's like kind of like all these people kind of changed. Like I said, the at the beginning of this, the only one who's hasn't really changed was Darkness the Curse, except an irate gamer. The only thing they did was take breaks, and then they eventually came back. Irate gamer came back during like 2021, uh, after COVID. It's like he said finally had enough time to do reviews, and he's stuck with them, I guess, because his fan base never left. And
That's
um,
good.
yeah, and like I said, now he's doing it on Patreon. So hopefully that'll mean more videos come to the YouTube um, than before. So there's that. I'm trying to think of other reviewers. Dashi, which was a Let's Player, not really a game reviewer. Um, but yeah, even Dashi's videos just don't have the same appeal. I don't know why.
He's still consistent. He's very consistent with his work, though. I have to give him commend him for that. He's dedicated to his fan base, at least that, in my opinion.
Okay,
Because
so it's probably just the games that he was playing just didn't interest me.
yeah, the games he are very independent. Like they're made by independent makers, not the AAA, not the like Red Dead Redemption he did like 3 4 years ago with Red Dead Redemption 2 and all. Now that was I think he did a good job with Red Dead Redemption 2. Let's play gaming for 2 hours, whatever. I watched about 30 minutes of it, and he did pretty good himself. Like he's very consistent in my opinion. That it's just that one particular reviewer slash let's player, if you want to call it like that. So, because obviously, when it comes to let's plays, you're reviewing the game at the same time. If you think about it, because you're helping the viewer to understand as a gamer. If they are gamers or at least new to the gaming, that oh, this is what the gaming looked like. Hey, I should get a copy of Red Dead Redemption 2 and play it myself. And they yourself a new customer, a new gamer altogether. So that's what happens in YouTube gaming slash YouTube game reviewers, stuff like that, because you get new gamers altogether that never played games before, or they feel prejudiced about it, or oh, I'm not going to play that game, and all of a sudden they see gameplay of it, like Devil May Cry 5, like holy shit, like that moment, I want to get Devil May
Right.
Cry, I want to catch up on this series and stuff like that, because obviously, because to me as a viewer at one point, like I've been a YouTube politics man, who would call me like that back in the 2010s, late 2000s, early 2010s, and that's all I did was mix in politics with gaming. I'll try to entertain my player base, my gaming. I'm a gaming base with my audience altogether. Because obviously that talk about this review of news and all, it's just boring to a lot of people out there because the average user watching YouTube videos was about 30 seconds long, not even. And that was back in 15 years ago. Now I hear like TikTokers, you got to impress the person in like not even 5 seconds. That's crazy right there. I can't do that like these kids will do. So it's like, that changed too. TikTok changed everything. And along with newer sites like Gab and all, it's it just changed everything over the years to the point where it's like it's not trash per se. It's just that it's been so like demoralized in my opinion, or been like dehumanized. You want to call it like it because it's all about the almighty algorithm, the almighty political correctness. Even Twitter's executives were on these shows on Twitter talk about like, hey, we're gonna try to censor people more, or we're gonna make sure people are not gonna stay behave and all. I was like, who are you to tell us how to behave or not? You're just a corporation. You're an executive of a company, and it was appeal to us, your customers, which is us, the users, on Twitter or whatever, and as well as YouTube too, whoever these people are. Susan Wojcicki didn't think that way for years of being on as a CEO of YouTube. And look where it's at now, thanks to her. That's she has her hand. It's this too as well. No offense, she's not there anymore, obviously, but still, she did great damage, in my opinion, to the company as the YouTube community as a whole, and now especially with YouTube reviewers, the monetization of it, everything. It sucks, man. It really does in today's world. So that's how I look at it.
Yeah. So I mean, not to go on this too much longer because I don't want to go through every reviewer, but I mean, a
Of
lot of
course
them,
not.
every Wii viewer is still around. Retro Gamer 3 hasn't done anything, I think, in years. But the last I heard, he was making his own games. But he was having trouble getting them on any of the major platforms. So like PC was the only one he could do it because you build the game on PC, so you can get it on PC. So it's But that's the last. But again, that was years ago. Last I heard from him of him doing anything. Uh,
Understood.
so it's the point I'm trying to make is it's just changed a lot, and it's also I don't want to go. We're going to talk about our own personal gaming habits and how they've changed next. So that's why I'm kind of leaving myself. Not comparing any of these guys to myself because we're going to go over that next. At least that's what I plan to do. Um, but it's just, it's just like a lot of the people that were there are not there anymore, and um, and that's it's just a shame. It's not as appealing as it once was.
Oh yeah.